tháng đến, tháng đến, tháng đến tim tôi đầy đắng cay là như thế đây. Mới đó vẫn là mình, hạnh phúc của mình đến nay thành của người khác. Lặng nhìn cơn mưa cuốn trôi đi giọt lệ tôi chưa, để ánh mắt ấy đốt cháy nỗi nhớ trong tôi. Nói đâu là từng ngày từ đời mình không sao, từng ngày từ rằng mình sẽ qua giấc mơ, từ vui lấp nỗi cô đơn sâu, từ khâu vá con tim vốn đang nhiều niềm đau. Giờ còn là gì ngoài đôi môi nồng nàn dịu dàng người bên tai đấy thôi. Chẳng phải tôi.
Embarrassed. Actually, we're going to bring them back out. Through that clip, we're going to hit additional damage.
He's just waiting for them.
Away. You need to know already, but Pickle's going to get tagged up. Damage starts. And now Matt actually going to try and body block, but he's going to get snared up by the Karma. Good flash to get out from under the tether. And 6-8. Can't quite nail Pickle with the deadly throw.
Jungler party down bottom. Raidover is going to go to his Krugs, but it's already worked. Planted the water over that side, and that one so they will have full vision on the next two.
He's off half of Lolo used his, so Lolo is trying to push him out of lane here. Look where back to Lolo, they might be able to get the take solo kill with the such luck.
Yeah, he gets a health advantage.
Sure.
That's decent. Bottom lane though, we're still fighting.
Oh, good off from Piglet, lands up sticks. Here's Rainover as well. Level 6 jumps in onto Afro with that looks to be a kill. Afro trying to run away, and Piglet gets his first one.
Piglet cashes in, plus they've got a lot of power here down to pressure this turret. They've got to make the call here. Not going to have Rainover stick around. Decide to back off instead.
No cannon makes that make some smart trades and try and get a lead, but Oriana's so safe and stable in this mid lane. Probably doesn't even need to play towards all the echo zoning. Again, he kind of abuse the range advantage. Although who he's pushing out, he's going to try and get out of lane as many times as possible, and his teleport's almost back up. He wants to make a global play with that as well.
Now we're just going to have the blue buff hand up here. Golden Blue to be able to stay in the lane and continue to farm. While top laners' teleports will be coming off of cooldown after their last usages here, so if the sparks continue to fly on the bottom side, we might see more members joining that party. And the first story gold is primed and ready. If they win the next one down around there, it could have a large payout.
Big poke on a Stixie though, it's just serrated Dirk and a level 4 Piglet Q.
Added bonus of all the lethality popularity. Every time, if there's a lot of fighting here in the bottom lane, every time you die, you can still buy something. Just buy a longsword, buy another longsword, grab your tier. A lot of little parts that they can stack up.
Party continues. Both junglers are actually down towards this side. Xmithy's starting a Drake there, and Reino was looking for another lane gang.
Yeah, it's an interesting little sidetrack here from CLG. They have had vision control for quite a while in the river, and they are going to take advantage of it, even though Team Liquid were moving down for another fight in bottom lane. CLG go for the objective instead and cash in on Ocean.
Plays up for themselves here. Pretty important in hook lethality-based AD carries to have the Ocean Drake. In fact, there's another one coming up, I believe. There we go. CLG have that one. And Matt Lowe going to push his way back out as CLG did have to take a long way back around to lane. In fact, Smithy's hanging out. They're hoping that sticks there. Looks like good enough bait.
Yeah, a couple of deep wards there from Team Liquid. And we're still very close in this game. Breaking wide open yet. No teleports from CLG. You have to keep that in mind as well.
That first turret goal being up for grabs. Probably going to start to swing it, and there will be some sort of exchange action for that to happen. Probably not here at the top lane though. Small CS leads but maybe everyone's going to get involved. We can see the movie through the long from the bottom lane. This guy's a little bit perhaps it's happened top lane and the mid lane's all getting there.
Ganks are decently hard to pull off here when everyone still has flashes, but we could see Smithy go for one of those insect plays with his Sin. Trying to create something. Maokai, both top laners actually shoved away to keep heading halfway down the river, but then get called off. Back to their relentless health battle.
This kind of tells you a lot about where the teams want to plan an advantage. Everyone's leaving to try to see if they can't make something happen.
Well, also, we are saying visit here to the mid lane, but if we notice the trend in vision, it had just swept all the way down CLG as red wards down around Dragon Age. Looks like our team is sweeping back. If they move up jungler and support to fight back and control wards, and that's really been the battle line that's been moving.
Doing some damage to the turret there, so if they continue pushing in and playing up in this lane could force something. In fact, the lane is also there just to the top. You're on mid again. It's over. Oh, good position there from Hooligan. Almost done. Got it. They're going to dive in for a corner glue. Doesn't give it up. Flushes out of the way.
Super low though. Let's see what they do with this control of man right now. He's going to have to go all the way back to base and he'll teleport CLG. Looks like they're just going to try and get damage onto the turret. So not really going to result in a big objective.
I'm sure they can do that for much else with the Drake 40 and taking it over. So about 50% of maybe more. Just yet, so I'm going to take the block there from good shockwave puts it back, but Afram is still here. Left forward and tether him up. There's the stun coming in with the parallel convergence. Kill break Smithy. Trying to ring up from Hui, but the trade is not to lease in as TL are here to collapse. Hui is going to look to go down, and Matt's able to take out another kill. Yes, he is. Matt gets the double kill.
Team Liquid are able to get another one here as the teleport from Lorlo immediately goes off, but Darshan on Maokai. We'll have to see what happened at the beginning of the skirmish because it looks like he wasn't ready or they made the call that they didn't need him. Yeah, they very clearly did.
Blue buff steal away as well, although Renova feeling too confident with the rest of CLG collapsing. Gonna try and steal it away. He doesn't have a smite though. Now Afro's gonna tether him up. They're not gonna land him off his line, but there's Darshan diving in. Off the out, trying to get the kill as there's Lolo tagged up by the slow code ball. Last bullet misses. But Hui back in the mix again. Needs an instant acquisition, but forces Lolo to flash.
Alright, back to 4-4 here as Rainover goes down trying to get the blue buff. And he did eventually get the last hit on it, but doesn't get to wear it anymore. Darshan now, the proud owner.
Bước qua lâu một người đã chẳng còn chưa đọc lại
Được
anh mới biết đêm dài thì anh chẳng chút nghi ngại vì em nên em cho hết tương lai tại sao không giống như xưa nên lúc nước mắt thay mờ nhưng hối hận không nhìn lại người con gái anh từng rất nâng niu dù ngày đêm vẫn không ngại gió mưa cuốn quét thó ban đầu anh giờ
wasn't recalling it. They thought CLG made the call right here probably was saying we got that kill pretty clean. And then by the time he shows up, they're like, oh, goodness. Probably dead anyway, so that's why they didn't the bell, but
nó sẽ yêu lâu dài anh mà không phải em từng cố dỗ dành con tim yếu đuối để rồi đau đến thấu trời phút xa dài ai cũng
That
cần
run for going to the blue, but it's Mindy. Gonna go for it. Blast not used. Smith still chasing. Reno is now there. Shockwave gets him against the wall. Safeguard's out. There's the wave. Gonna find Hui. Goes for a bit of a circle.
Right, meanwhile, takes up on the top side. Orlo has no teammates. They just got pushed out of his own jungle.
The kick back. Afro trying to tether him up as well. Oh, he goes turns up to the wall. But he's going to get chased and wall goes down for the team. He is there to protect him. Slow from Afro Q. Good bubble there into Xmithy, but Lolo is going to go down to Hui. Run up against the trade kill. Out on the lease in. But now they're going to kick chasing. Sticky with the bullet. Tags me up by Golden Glue. Going to try and look. He's just still shooting. It's 6-8 snaps, Matt. Now going to have to flash away from Golden Glue, who's laying into him with auto attack. Darshan goes back. The big he's roved up to the top lane also. And now Golden Glue going to get snared up and killed by Hui. What a mess. It's 3 for 2 on the back end.
Mess indeed. As 6-8 fires off all his shots. And no, they got the fight.
Reno says no. Hui says see you later. I'm out in front of the break.
Well, after all of that, blue poison skirmish that we just had, gold goes back to pretty much even. All the minions are right in the middle too, so a big swing from that kind of chaotic little fight that started with.
Nhìn lại người con gái anh từng rất nâng niu dù ngày đêm vẫn không ngại gió mưa quấn quýt thuở ban đầu anh giờ đau nhớ để ngồi tất cả bình yên anh đã có để giờ đau thấu đến bên nhớ thơ
They're able to use it. Hey guys, the charge still barely standing. CLG press forward.
He's in long attack. Ultimately going to try and slow him down. Running from 6-8, tether in from Afro. Who's going to look to dive it down as well. Lolo running back towards his top, but he's got no safety. 6-8, people with delayed triple kill.
They're able to use that juicy first turret goal. And that's a little bit of maybe push it back the other way. This is the first of the big straight through follow after this. And that right in on the Piglet, kicks him under the turret, and they get the kill just in time. Then channel the counter teleport here, and now, since they have Jin for the long range snares, chase down for another one.
And they just keep going. Goofy also on the roam again. Golden Blue very far behind on this play. Clean up for CLG, they get the extra turret gold, they win the team fight, get the Drake, but TL, as expected, to clean up that bottom outer turret in the replay. So CLG still up 2,000 gold isn't bad. It's a lead, but it's not a huge lead.
Yeah, still definitely relies on the execution of the team fight. Smithy and Darshan look to dive, try to find Piglet.
The game's broken open a little more. Good tag on Piglet though. And the corruption, Random leaps in after the flash. Golden Glue going to steal it up. Shockwave doesn't land on others, but he's already got the kill. Darshan taking up with the front end. Smithy kicks 3 into each other. Matt goes through his team, and now Darshan chasing through Hui. Still going down to 6-8 snipes on for the unstoppable Piglet. Trying to get a bit of extra work done here, but Rainover getting chased down. Hui just relentless in his chase on Team Liquid members, and Smithy might try and grab another flank. Max Rickles up the same, but Darshan dives in. Luke with a triple knockup. It's an absolute mess in the mix of it, but Lolo goes down. 6-8 up dominating, and there's the snipe. Hui on a killing spree. Takes one down. Piglet down as well. Almost an ace for CLG.
Oh, Golden Glue uses his shockwave on the one pick that they got. Ends up killing Afromu before it even has to hit, and that is a huge team fight spell down. CLG, and Smithy specifically, with a very big game-saving kick there, or team-fight-saving at least, kick there for CLG to turn the team fight around, and then a very critical chase down.
A lonely Na'Vi, the defense on the Baron play. CLG all safely in the pit. Hui's going to zone out anyone that tries to come in. Maybe even take the turret down. He's got Baron, he might as well slap it. There's the phase dive. Matt gonna try and deter him, but he's just gonna hang out. There's a second tower for CLG, who all of a sudden out to a 5,000 gold lead.
Yeah, a lot of leverage now for CLG with back-to-back victories. But look at this, they go all in. Laneover flashes in on him, and then the shockwave there being down allows CLG to make this call. They fully engage this 4v5. Good split kick there, knocks up a bunch. Styx is able to chase off, and they just split them, divide and conquer here. And then basically, the chase is kept up with the confidence that they still have Jhin ultimate in about 3 seconds coming up. As soon as it comes off cooldown, Styx A opens up, all the CLG members evacuate. He ultimate's back. Smithy's out there with the safeguard, and they're shot flashes. So all the front line engage for the snare, and then are able to disengage right after and allow the cover fire to come through. That was slim margins, but very big winnings for CLG off of that team fight.
And just looking so confident as the blue buff does go over to Golden Glue, the intended recipient, so that's good news for Team Liquid, but it is little victories right now. Darshan and his Baron up minions are actually going to kill Lolo if he stays around for too long. Although Piglet's here, Darshan looking for the 1v2 now. He'll live for a while, he pops the ultimate. Lolo actually still taking fire now, his attention's on the Piglet. And I don't think TL really like this situation. There's Jhin ultimate. This is a bit unfair. That's a kill for Darshan. After the snipe from Jhin. CLG not going to get the turret, but is continuing to do damage. 3 turrets to 1 already. Gold lead massive from the Baron that they picked up, and now Styx is going to take over duty in this push, and CLG are pushing it. Darshan instantly TP's back down to the lane. They want to break ASAP. TL going to turn it back around, but CLG starting to fight again. Matt's here, but Styx goes godlike, taking out the Kazik. Now Darshan moving forward as he's going to get healed. He just cannot be killed. Golden Glue goes down to Darshan, and now the chase is on. They're going to try and lock up Piglet, who flashes out to safety. Root not quite there, but Darshan wants to chase him. Good bubble from Matt. He's going to save him down, but it cost him his own life from McSmithy.
Better coordination from CLG on that call. They make the call to turn as soon as Rainover jumps in, and Rainover's a little bit early before Lorlo is able to get there. Then gets blown up before it even starts, and CLG still have the Baron Cup to push with.
Got Inhibitor down. There's the retake on the in-hit. CLG to maximum damage with this Baron buff. Inferno up in 10 seconds just as the Baron's about to dip away. And they're almost 10,000 gold in Matt head. In fact, Uhi may make it so if he takes his turret down.
Talk about the scrappy match victories. There's a lot of 2-1s now. And it's headed that way as they really gain strong foothold in this decisive game number 3. Look at the wards they've left behind. They've absolutely demolished the entire bottom side of the map. And as you said, very easy for Infernal Drake to continue that snow.
Down, CLG.
So a little bit early on the call there, but CLG good reaction and turn around and immediately focus fire with the assassin.
And all of a sudden, CLG is just disgustingly far ahead. Who's going to get this blue buff? They've got 3 items on all their carries pretty much. 3 items plus 6 egg. Wave, they're going to find Afro. Shockwave back in for the pick. And a corruption lands. That last skew's not even up. Those 6 8 does burn the heal.
Pretty close there on Afro.
The double with the parallel convergence, damage starting onto the turret now. It's Smithy safeguarding onto the Echo. Golden Blue does it.
There's Blink!
Styx A actually going to take damage from Rainover. He's going to try and make the big play. Good flash out though, and Styx A gets himself out. Here comes the ultimate coach call, takes Golden Glue. Matt going to take the second, but Hui straight into the mix. He gets Chain of Corruption, but Son uses out the Shockwave, takes out Rainover in the back end, and now surges forward to take down Piglet. Darshan gets the neck deal, and Golden Glue as Darshan and McSmithy are going to chase him down towards his fountain. Matt trying to save him with a double wall, but can't get it done. Now Lolo looking to get tagged up next. Nautilus not quite getting his feet caught in the deadly flourish, but kick back from McSmithy should seal it. Lolo flushes out to safety, but CLG is tearing the base to pieces now.
Yep, Nexus turret number 2 won't last too long here. Lorlo's trying to save it though.
He's going to do what he can, but the turrets are going to fall down. Hui diving in onto Matt as he takes that kill down. Lolo just going to get kite around. He's going to try and save his Nexus, but CLG turned back towards it. Lolo forced out of his own bed, and CLG take it over Team Liquid.
Racking up another win here for Counter Logic Gaming. Game number 3 really turning it on after those 2 team fights on the bottom side.
I mean, we always joke about it, right? But CLG always look best together. They played so cohesively in that game. I mean, that one big team fight that snowballed into the Baron, but you said it. That was a game that was very difficult to win. The margin for error, very thin. But they managed to do it, make it look pretty easy for them. And this continuing trend of CLG looking better and better as the weeks goes on, figuring themselves out, figuring the metagame out, and just getting some of their groove back. On full display there, I think, in game number 3.
And banding out, Reign over, targeting him with the Graves band again. Once they got that one down, a lot more successful. Team Liquid did have a very good showing in that opener, though, when he did get the Graves for Reign over and they got the early invade. Some things to look for them, but we're going to have to recover after this because we are approaching the second half of the season here.
And I think for Rainover in that last game, his Kha'Zix actually looked quite good. I mean, it was good, but it wasn't dominating like the Graves was. And it's can be tricky to do that. Kha'Zix has been changed.
Overnight, usually you're gonna look at some other times, so bloody games, but they are winning.
Right, yeah, I mean, they went from losing in ugly games to now winning in ugly games. The next step will be winning in super clean games. This one being one of the cleaner that they've put together and more dominant so far.
Yeah. Kinda. When you get out of like the first 15 minutes, because the first 15 minutes was like all trade kills all over the place out of both teams, and then eventually CLG started getting further and further ahead off the fight.
Right, okay, well let's take a look at it because it was around that 20-minute mark, 5 minutes beyond that 15, that CLG turns a 4 for 0 plus the Baron. That'll give them full control.
Right, and this is the case of blowing way too much on the support. You see them use multiple ultimates, especially Golden Roots, when the guy's gonna go down no matter what, and it'd be really nice to have an Orianna ult here to kind of zone out the chasing Huhi and Darshan. This is 3 actions.
Yeah, and Huhi lives in these kind of fights. He can enter when the main CCs have already been blown. So even though he takes a Piglet Q, the chase is just easy for them. They can walk straight through the Echo Shield. And really, when Darshan is on Maokai, the team just seems to click so well. Stixxay actually ultimates this late into the fight, and it allows, as Piglet tries to tank the 4th shot, it just kind of lines up perfectly for the extra kills.
Yeah, CLG are going to be happy with the victory, moving to that even score record in week 5. And now it's about, hey, we've got 2 weeks to week 6, right? It's a nice little break for us to go kind of look under the hood, retool as much as we need to, and you know, diagnose, all right, what's the next step to becoming, you know, a top tier team, a top 4, top 3, top 2 team, as opposed to sitting mid-pack.
Exactly. CLG has been through this many times before, especially with this roster. We just heard Darshan talking about it, we've been together for so long. And I think a lot of times, since we are kind of forced to analyze week to week, it's so hard to take a big picture. We're incredibly impatient about improvement.
Yeah.
When if you consider sports in general, it's like multi-year improvements for a lot of these players, learning how to play new champions. Darshan's Maokai has been great this year. 2 years ago, this dude couldn't play champs at all.
Exactly.
So it takes a really long time to do some stuff like this. I'm not saying COD is going to be able to do it, but it gives them more time, which is what they need.
Right, and there's always patch changes and things like that as well, so you have to consider that, where now they have an extra couple weeks to play on this patch. It seems like it's giving a couple teams some issue where they don't look quite like their old selves.
It's kind of a strange dichotomy. Improvement takes time, and yet the game is evolving at a 2-week rate. And so it's like, I try and balance the both these things. It really puts into perspective how difficult the job is of a pro player to stay at the highest level.
Which is one thing that I think COG may know almost better than anyone else, because they seem so calm and collected when they're getting blasted.
Yeah.
A lot of teams are willing to panic. They're like, nah, the game goes in cycles, it ebbs and flows, we'll be fine.
Yeah, the amount of players you see on the player cam after a bad player, they're like freaking out.
Oh, it's never
CLG's
gonna
just like, darn it. Get it next time.
Yeah, exactly. We'll get him next time. Darshan going to pick up player of the game. You mentioned his prowess on Maokai, in particular, the split and kind of the allowances that it gives the team, helps him out in the team fights. Next up, we're going to look at Stixxay. I mean, he was only 30 damage behind Stixxay on a Maokai, which is pretty astronomical in the team fight victory there. Now let's talk about Team Liquid. 2-8. Still can't get it together.
So we might have been talking about...
Is your specialty? You talking about why Team Liquid
No.
is doing poorly?
We talk about how, you know, improvement comes with time, and, you know, it's not always right to panic.
How much time does Team Liquid need?
So I was going to say, with Team Liquid, it's time to start worrying, because it's the same story every weekend where it's like, oh, this thing looks a little bit better, and then this thing comes off the rails. Like, yeah, Piglet looked better this week. He had a couple better carry performances on non-meta champions, but the rest of the team still doesn't look good. Rainover, once he gets pushed off Graves, feels terrible.
Yeah. Can we talk about Golden Glue, though?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I think it's time to talk about... I mean, we've talked about before, but I think now it's time to seriously talk about. You need to make a change in the mid lane. It feels to me, bringing Link, officially bringing Link in, or picking somebody else up, because I am not seeing how this guy becomes the reason that team looks. Exactly.
Right? And I kind of agree with you in the sense that it's time to panic, but you compare Golden Glue's reactions after dying to like Aphromoo. Like, it is the complete opposite.
Yeah,
These are the two ends of the spectrum. TL does not take their losses well.
No.
And you wonder when that help is on the way, things can happen, because they already had their cathartic 3-hour conversation with tears and redo things 2 or 3 weeks ago. Like, what's next?
They would do that again, right?
They already got rid of it, right? Golden Glue doesn't actually have a backup mid laner on the roster because this guy who has been dying a bunch in the mid lane doesn't even, his backup is actually off the team, so they double down on saying Golden Glue, you're our guy. But there's no one else out there, right? They're already using both their slots. They have the support sub Confon who hasn't even been playing the game for the last few months, and they're thinking maybe they can put him in command. It's troubling for these guys, but you almost want to try and double down on Reignover. Find ways to play around.
Just about to say, this is almost going to bring a lot of attention onto that acquisition, saying, okay, you got a huge pickup in Reignover in the offseason, but what did you sacrifice in all of your other lanes in order to have that be your secondary import?
I mean, you could also look at things the same way, because between the two, I mean, Reignover consistently can get CS leads. No, he gets CS leads on everything, I think. His playmaking on Graves is just really good. On the other, Rengar, Kha'Zix, he seems to struggle, but he doesn't go out and just make horrendous plays completely on his own. He does miss a lot of stuff. Like, there was a game yesterday on Rengar where he potentially got a double kill if he just pressed Q one more time, didn't do it. So, I mean, the whole
I know we're getting hung up on it, but the reason I bring that up is, I mean, look at the drop-off between Reignover and the next best NA jungler, somebody that wouldn't take up an import slot, and then the difference between Golden Glue and the best import mid laner that you can get. And that's where I'm saying people might start to look at Team Liquid with criticism towards that acquisition, saying, hey, good on you for getting what is the most, sought-after jungler.
Chỉ là ký ức không tên nhưng sao trong tim lại bao nhiêu chỉ là những thứ mơ hồ cố quên đi mà sao ông càng thêm bao nỗi nhớ khi mùa đông sẽ buốt lạnh đôi bờ vai là những khao khát hơi ấm vòng tay của ai yêu thương xưa đâu ngờ còn trong lòng mơ và hình như nụ hôn đầu tiên còn đầy đắm đuối ngẩn ngơ thời gian ngừng trôi đầy vương vấn trên môi trái đất như quay cuồng vì anh chợt nhận ra em là người anh yêu là cả thế giới trong anh với những đam mê tựa như anh đã mơ và còn hơn thế người là ánh sáng theo anh để đưa về những giây phút ban đầu dấu đã phai màu và nói em yêu chỉ là ký ức về sao chỉ là những phút mong manh và mơ hồ cứ cố quên đi mà sao ông càng thêm bao nỗi nhớ khi mùa đông sẽ buốt lạnh đôi bờ vai là những khao khát hơi ấm vòng tay của ai yêu thương xưa đâu ngờ còn trong lòng mãi và hình như nụ hôn đầu tiên còn đầy đắm đuối ngẩn ngơ thời gian ngừng trôi để vương vấn trên